Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Graceful Growth Motivation, your go to space for inspiration and growth. I am thrilled to have you back with us on this journey of courage, faith, and purpose. Get ready to break free from the chains of routine, take risks, and live a life that resonates with the abundance that God has designed for each of us. This is not just a video, it's an invitation to step into the extraordinary. Let's dive in. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 encourages us not to be like everyone else, but to let God transform our minds. We need a change in our thinking to understand God's will and embrace the exciting adventure He has for us, moving from routine to a life full of purpose. Anyone unwilling to take risks will find limited success in this world. Therefore, rise, embrace the challenge, embark on the gamble, initiate the first step, take decisive action, and ensure that no more days pass without seizing opportunities. Often the routines we find ourselves stuck in may not feel like choices we made. Instead, they might be patterns handed down from our parents. It's a cycle. You end up in the same rut your parents were in. Following their path, you reach the end of your life without pausing to question whether this is truly the life you were meant to lead. The danger lies in getting so entrenched in these routines that they become ruts. Remain in a rut for an extended period and you might find yourself in a metaphorical grave. This is how many people spend their lives, in a monotonous routine, a deepening rut, a continuous scrape. In the parables of Jesus, there is a story that echoes the sentiments found in John chapter 10 verse 10. Imagine a man who was given a bag of valuable talents by his master. Instead of playing it safe, he took risks, invested his talents and multiplied them. This man fully embraced the life and abundance that his master intended for him. However, there was another servant who chose the path of caution. Fearful of losing what he had, he buried his talent in the ground, opting for a predictable and safe existence. The biblical tale illustrates the message that Jesus conveys in John chapter 10 verse 10. Life with Christ is meant to be abundant, full of purpose and adventure. The first servant who took risks and embraced the unknown represents the abundant life that Jesus speaks of. The second servant, motivated by fear and a desire for safety, missed out on the richness of life. Sadly, this parallel extends to our own lives today. Often, we are taught to play safe, not to expect too much, and to stick with the status quo. This caution can infiltrate our faith, leading us to shy away from expecting greater things from God. We might find comfort in a controllable little world we have created for ourselves, but in doing so, we risk missing out on the fullness of life God has planned. Just as the adventurous servant in the parable took risks and reaped the reward, Jesus encourages us to step out of our comfort zone, trust in His plans, and experience the abundant life He promises. It's a call to move from a life dominated by fear and safety to one marked by faith and purpose in alignment with God's intentions. Faith revolves around taking risks, stepping into the unknown, and doing things beyond our own capabilities, relying on God's power. enemy, aware that he cannot claim our souls if we are saved, attempts to keep us in a state of safety, discouraging us from stepping out in faith to fulfill God's calling. The scriptures emphasizes that pleasing God is impossible without faith. Personally, I am driven to live a life characterized by risk-taking and faith, seeking to please God in all that I do. When you come to the end of your life, will you have more regrets from taking the risk that you took or from the risk that you didn't take? What if I get in this new relationship and I get hurt again? That's what happened last time. What if you get in it and you are happier than you have ever been? What if it's a divine connection? What if I take this position and I'm not good at it? I'm not successful. What if you take it and you excel? What if you discover talent you didn't know you had? What if it opens doors to more opportunities? What I'm trying to say is, to progress in life, one must step beyond the confines of their comfort zone. Many of us yearn to embrace adventure and contribute to a greater mission. Yet, we find ourselves tethered by familiar restraints. Although we possess the strength derived from Christ, we remain bound by figurative ropes that He shattered long ago. These constraints might take the form of words spoken by others, perhaps from your youth, when you were impressionable and inclined to accept certain beliefs. It's crucial to recognize that the opinions of others do not define us in the way that God's perspective does. Breaking free from these unnecessary ties allow us to move forward into the abundant life that Christ offers.